It doesn't take a lot to find smartphone users on campus. They come in all different forms and walk in all different strides.
It is pink short case to buy case. I just got it because my last case broke into like a million pieces. And I got it because I did a research internship with sharks, and now I like sharks a lot, so. I think what I typically use my phone for is like messaging people on Snapchat, because that's how most people interact, at least the people that I know interact, because they won't like give out their phone number, they only give out like their Snapchat. So that's how I interact with the most with like friends and stuff like that, and my roommates especially. And then probably other than that, I use it for emails to keep up with those. And then every morning, like clockwork, I wake up and then I spend like 20 minutes on TikTok.
20 minutes on TikTok.
Gotta make them think you love them, take his money, dip on me. Dip on me. Dip on me.
TikTok became a thing, so at night, I literally spent like a few 4 hours on it.
Looking away from people and towards the built environment, we see the use of QR codes. Codes like these allow the smartphone user to quickly scan with their digital camera and reap the benefits thereafter. Additionally, we see some advertisement for online food ordering. Here comes Nitro. Wait, was that a smartphone? Looks like it. To find more cases of individuals using their smartphones, I decided to walk around this crowded area. It looks like we have some brave astronauts who've brought back an alien with them. Ah, just what I was looking for. Some social interaction. Smartphone use does not exclude the police, as we can see here.
It really is just communication with other people. Because, moving out to UCF, I came from down south, Homestead, Florida. So I feel like without, smartphones, you don't really even need a smartphone, but communication, FaceTiming is a huge thing with me and my mom, because, that distance. So, that, and as well as just idle entertainment, music, social media apps, stuff like that.
Speaking of communication, here we have a smartphone user who appears to be giving directions. I decided to place myself at a busy intersection to see if I could find any more smartphone users. Unintentionally, I attracted some additional smartphone users like myself. Sometimes smartphone users separate from the crowd to get some time alone with their device. Must be reaching out to some important friends. The best thing about a smartphone is that it lets you connect with people out of this world. For instance, check out this astronaut. An astronaut without their suit is an astronaut that doesn't get pictures taken with them for social media clout. Here we have two smartphone users preparing to take a photograph. That one's not good enough. Here's another. Score.
I feel like in some cases it can be, especially like people who are social media addicted, like the people that are posting like every hour on the hour. Like I feel like that's like borderline obsessive. But if you're the normal average person, I'd say, like, and you're just going on it to like interact with people, I feel like that's more manageable. But depending on the person, like especially like younger kids who are growing up with that stuff, like from birth, I think it's definitely going to be like a increasing epidemic of people being on screen. Because I know, like, if you think about it, like when we grew up, smartphones weren't a thing. Like this stuff wasn't really a thing. Like the internet existed, but it wasn't like to this extent. So I feel like every year is just going to keep growing and become more of a problem. People like being so addicted that like they have their whole like social media personality and all that stuff that like kind of like turns in a way, if that makes sense. Like because we've been seeing that lately, where like people will be so addicted to social media that our entire life revolves around it, and that's all they care about.
Alex is definitely onto something. I can't help but think about all of the screen time I am putting in as I edit this footage into the final film. If this type of technology is really embedded within our lives and here to stay, why is it that I would even create a video like this? Smartphones allow us to do a ton of amazing things, like FaceTime our friends. They even let me record this footage in the first place, which is pretty amazing, if you ask me. From my observations, all I can think of is what do people do when they don't have their smartphone?
Actually, I did get it stolen once, and it was right around middle school. Right? And so I remember just feeling, the anxiety of like, where's my phone? I feel like everyone feels that nowadays. They don't have their phone in their pocket, and they're just like searching around for it. Your heart starts pumping, and you're like, man, where is my phone? I need it.
And that's just it. No matter who you are, you cannot get by without a smartphone. If you're a young person, you don't fit in unless you have a smartphone. If you're just any person in general, you can't get by in professional life without having a smartphone to assist you in all of the needs that it satisfies. In closing, I urge you not to fear your smartphone. This powerful device can either make or break you. Give in to its temptation and you become addicted, displaced from the physical world. Learn how to use it properly and with constraints, and you will be more connected than you ever have.